Hi guys. I'm happy. You know why? Because we're talking about money today. Now, despite how the economy is taking us, we need to save. I know a lot of guys when you think about saving, especially the low earners, the low income earners, yeah. Wanashanganga, what am I going to save? If, for instance, maybe I'm earning 10k, what am I going to save? But let me tell you, doesn't matter the amount you're earning. What matters is consistency and discipline. Okay? First of all, if you're new here, thank you for coming here to this channel. Please feel welcomed. If it's not your first time watching this channel, I know I don't have a lot of videos that I've posted here, but if you're not your first time to come here, karibu tena. I'm happy you're here again, okay? So today we are going to talk about basic things of finances and especially, let me say, basically savings. And I know most of us know about the rule of 50, 30, 20, but huh, do you apply even? I don't know. Sometimes you find yourself maybe umeegemea huku, umeegemea huku, kama umetenga hizi. You usually, most of the times, we usually find ourselves like, you're not obeying that. Like 50% of your income, you're not taking it to the needs, or maybe the 30 or whatever. By 50, 30, 20 rule, I mean, 50% of your income, it's going to solve the needs, like the rent. Okay, ignore the hooting, okay? Okay. So the 50, 30, 20 rule, it means down. 50% of your income is going to sort your needs, like the rent, the food. That is the basic needs. And the 30%, it's going to your wants. Like maybe you need to have like to travel somewhere or an outing or a dinner date, or the 30% of your income is supposed to sort that. Not the 20%. That is the amount that I want to talk about today. That is the amount you're supposed to save. Or maybe so that pressing debt that you have. Please ignore the hooting, okay? So, not because we know how much you're supposed to save or the percentage you're supposed to save from your income. Let's assume maybe you're earning like 10k. That means 50% of 10k, that is 5k, is supposed to sort your rent, your food. So you need to sit down, ujue ile nyumba unakaa ni how much. And then the food that you're consuming the whole month, budget manzi. Budget is necessary. You need to know how much you're spending on food. So that maybe in that 50% it will sort your basic needs. The 30% peer. That means it's 3k. 30% of 10k is 3k. That is supposed to go to hizo vitu zenye. Yes, I know you can do without them, but they are necessary for balancing your life, okay? And all the 20%, sort your future by saving, or sort it now by paying your debt to get your freedom, okay? So I want us to talk about not necessarily apps, but 3 things that might help us, especially for beginners, to know how to save or to get that discipline on savings. Because I know most of us, bado tunaanza. Disclaimer, I'm not a certified financial coach. It's only that I usually have a very big interest on matters finances. Okay? Maybe one day I'll be a certified one. Yeah. But for now, I'm here for us to talk, to discuss about it. And also, if you want us to talk about anything regarding matter, I'll do the research for you, okay, for us as we learn, and then I'll come here and then you'll talk about it, okay? So today I want us to talk about one app. I'm still trying, I'm still working with it. Na nimekuja kuipenda. And also 2 things, you're not supposed to download. It's not like an app or what. As long as you're having an M-Pesa, you're good to go. Okay? So we're going to talk about those 3 things: M-Shwari, Safaricom, Mali, and the Tunes app. First of all, we start with, okay, I have a paper here. If you need a pen and a book, it's okay, good to go. We are learning. So that I'm having my paper here, I've written a short notes there. Okay, so can you start with Safaricom Mali? Yeah. So Wenye hawana any idea about Safaricom Mali, what you're supposed to do to get it, you're supposed to dial a certain USSD, if I'm not wrong, *334#. Okay, and then you follow the steps, and then you'll see somewhere to opt in about it. The good thing with Mali, it's the returns, it's, you can't compare it with the bank savings. Okay, it's like not MMF, but once you deposit, you let the other guys go, and the Safaricom guys go figure out how to invest my money. I just need the returns to me. So, and there is no extra apps needed. As long as you're having the M-Pesa, you're good to go. Okay, that one thing. I'll just give tips, and then if you need to do more research or anything, good. Now we go to M-Shwari, okay? The second thing. M-Shwari, the same case with Safaricom Mali, you don't need to download any extra app as long as you're having the M-Pesa. Najua wengi wetu tunajua M-Shwari. M-Shwari ni ona kwa M-Pesa, kwa menu, enda shuka hapo chini. M-Shwari, I think it's an app between M-Pesa, Safaricom and NCBA. Yeah, I think wameshikania kitu kaa hiyo. Now they have this option of locking, and if you lock your savings, maybe let's say for a month or for 3 months, the returns, it's way much better than when you're having the savings in the regular M-Shwari. So I would advise, if you go with M-Shwari, lock your savings. Okay? Watakuongezea kakitu hapo. And now let's go to my favorite one, Chums. I'm excited because I have several goals that I've set with Chums, and I'm so excited. Every time I reach that goal, there is like a feeling that you usually feel like, hey man, I know I was trying, but I made it, man. Anyway, with Chums, you're supposed to go to your app store or the Play Store. You download the Chums app, and then it's very simple, okay? It will give you like there is sections or segments to goals, how you can set goals. And the good thing is you can have as many goals as you can. Emergency goal, your vacation goal, and school fees goals, anything. You can set as many goals as you can. So the good thing with it helps you build it's like a savings habit. Yeah, because there is a way you can put an alert if you want to be reminded every week, like let's say on a Monday. If you want to be reminded like you're supposed to save this amount, or maybe towards this goal, it will do that. Haichoki. Hiyo siku ikifika, it will just send an SMS or maybe a pop-up. You're supposed to save this amount, and then it will remind you. You save, or maybe you're supposed to save towards this goal. It will remind you. Then there is another thing they call rounding down. Let's say like especially when you're using M-Pesa or spending using M-Pesa, it will keep telling you. Maybe let's say you had like 120 in your M-Pesa, and then you spend like 15 bob. So the balance will be 105, yeah? So it will keep giving me an alert. Do you want to round it down to 100? So that now the 5 bob, you'll take it where? To any goal, or maybe to quick save. Another thing with Chums, there is a way you can lock your savings, and now you'll earn more money comparing with the goal that you have not locked. Okay, let's say maybe you're saving for vacation, and then the other one is for school fees. Now you've decided to lock the vacation, and the school fees is a flexible one. It's a freestyle, as in you can download anytime you want. But now, despite having the same amount, the vacation one is earning more interest than the other one, the flexible one. Okay, so I would advise, if in case you know you won't use your money for the next like 6 months or 3 months, just lock it. The interest will be way much higher than when it's flexible one or when it's free. So now I would advise this for a beginner, or if you're confused or you don't know where to start, but first of all, we all agree it doesn't matter the amount you're earning. What matters is the consistency and discipline. Please, if you're earning 500 per day, use the 50-30-20 rule. 50%, that is 250. Tenga, eka mikakati. Sounds familiar. Tunaweka mikakati, tunatenga. Anyway, if you're earning like 500, you can save You can get a home bank or maybe an envelope or wherever you can, for separating the 50% of your 500 is 250. Unaeka wapi? Here. You can name this home bank here, the needs. Okay? You can have 3 home banks. And then 30% of it, of the 500, it's 150. Yeah. 150 is the money I want. Ukisikia tu you want to go for a coffee date or wherever, toa hapo. Use that. Now the remaining 20%, I think it's 100 bob. It's the one now. Rusha uko kwa chums. You can save any amount, as little as you can. Rusha uko ama mshwari ama nini, and make sure una lock. Usirudi after some time you feel like, man, can I go and withdraw, or maybe can I take this amount? And no. Ukirusha uko, lock. Okay? Imagine hiyo tu. I just wanted us to have a talk. In case, especially for beginners. Wenye wamezoea ni sawa. Tunatii. We respect you. But for us who are still wondering or struggling with knowing where to start or wherever, if you've started saving, it's okay. If you have not, this is a challenge I've given you. Okay? Can you start doing that? Yeah. So that if next time we'll come here and start talking about MMF, at least we'll know we are a step ahead. This just by the way. It's good to be having a budget each and every month or each and every week, or yeah, whoever, if you get your money or weekly basis or monthly basis, it's good to have a budget before even you start spending it. Or it's good to have a way you're tracking your expenses. Okay? Si ati kikuja tu you spend. You know, there is a saying that says if you won't control your money will control you. Na hiyo ni ukweli. If you won't tell your 1,000 how you want it to be spent, the 1,000 will tell you, I want you to spend me in this way. So it's good to have a budget. Each and every time you receive a salary or a payment, even before you spend it, just account for it in advance. Know this amount should go here, this amount should go here, and this amount should go here. And paying yourself first. And you should start always with paying yourself. I mean, the 20% savings usually pay you. We usually say like you're paying yourself even before you start paying others, or even before you start spending on other things. The whole thing of us talking today, it's just to grow a habit of saving, despite the amount we are earning. If it's 100 bob, if it's 500, 1,000, 10k, 100k. Because I know we have people who earn 100k and they don't save. It's like life flow venye inataka. So yeah, you don't save, you don't invest, no. So we are starting today. Again, I said I'm not a certified financial coach, okay? So wherever the recommendations that I'm going to give now, it's from my basic knowledge that I have or my observations. If you want to start saving for emergencies, I would advise you go for M-Shwari. You know why? Because the liquidity is like this. If you want it, the money, it's instant saving, instant withdrawals. So if you want to start saving for emergencies, just go for M-Shwari. Or you know one day you might need that money, like bila kupangia, just start with M-Shwari, okay? If you want to build a discipline, a saving discipline, or maybe you want to save towards a certain goal, you know what? Go for Chums app. That one, it will streamline you. It will keeps reminding you, especially on weekends, even on Fridays, it keeps reminding someone. So if you need to have the discipline in savings, or maybe you want to save towards specific goals, I would advise you go for Chums. Now, if you want your money to grow with the least numbers of withdrawals, just go for Safaricom Mali. As I told you earlier, you just put your money there, and then it's a regulated unit trust. You'll put your money and then they'll go invest for you, and then you'll get your returns baadaye. So if you know you won't need that money for haraka, just go for Safaricom Mali. So angalia whatever you want, whatever will fit you, or whatever will work for you, and just go for that. Save now, save money now, the money will save you tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, it was nice, guys, talking for us that short talk about finances, especially savings. My aim is for us to grow together on matter finances. um Especially for a beginner, I have a task to give you, and I want you to answer in the comment section. If you're earning 45,000, I want you to tell me how much you're supposed to use to spend on your needs, like to pay your rent and the food and the basic needs. Also, I want you to tell me how much you're supposed to spend on your wants. Okay? And then tell me how much you're supposed to save. Sawa, tupatane comment section, and then I'll go and check. Bye. Be nice.